Hello, my loves. How are you? So, now that I've shared my collage practice and my journal practice, I am so animated and activated around sharing this practice because I realize how many moments I've gone through with all of this and how much I have to share. And watching videos on YouTube of other people doing this, it makes me realize that there is this fabric of connectivity between all of us, those that sit down. It's kind of like in the archetype of the scribe. It's like this way that we are investigating ourselves and our inner worlds through journals. So, what's interesting today, and why I'm sharing this today, I have just had the pleasure and also challenge of going to two memorials back to back. One that was the father of a very good childhood friend of mine, and the other one was one of my mom's best friends. So these people were in the fabric of my childhood, like all the way down into the minerals of the memories of my childhood. And what struck me at both of their memorials was seeing old people I had not seen for a long time and seeing pictures of the people that had passed that I had not seen for a long time. And what strikes me in that is that we are always who we are. The essence of our spirits are always the same. Yes, our physical bodies age, but the essence of our spirit, it feels like we are always who we are. And it's just such a beautiful gift. I think that is the part of us that we take with us when we let go of our physical body and move to the next expression. And I mentioned this in either my collage video or my journal video, the first two that I've posted in this kind of arena, that I was going to share a collage book that I did when I was 19. So welcome to my 19-year-old self. This sits on my bookshelf, and it feels, I don't think there's anything on the back, it feels still important to me. And as I lean into journal practice again, and as I've been teaching intuitive collage for 5 years, and it didn't really even occur to me that this practice that I was doing at 19 led to that practice. And the other thing that I think is so beautiful about the journaling practice in general is, well, it's the creative practice in general. It's not just journaling. It's the creative practice. That is also a spiritual practice. You have to walk through one door before you can see all the other doors afterwards. And that requires trust and a leaning in and a willingness to be wrong and a willingness to dive into the unknown. And then as you go through each one of the steps, you grow and you learn and you edit and pivot and adjust and you become something else. And that's how the whole of the journaling system that I have right now came into being. And this is like the place that it all started. So there was this place in college that everybody used to go that had every thing you could ever imagine, from wrapping paper to kitchen supplies to everything. It's where all the college kids went to go get their stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's where, I might have gotten this book from the college bookstore, but I know it's where I got this. I think this was wrapping paper. And I don't remember if this wrapping paper was all on one sheet, but I cut up all these little things and put them along on here. And what's so interesting is, it's so basic to what I'm doing now. But this was my 19-year-old self speaking to me already and saying, yes, go here. Word and image was always important to me. I loved the essence of it together. And I ended up becoming an English major. So this one says, everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. And that was Machiavelli. And here my 19-year-old self is looking at this, and I love poetry as well, and quotes and all of that. And it just is stunning to me that this is, and I think that's why I love this so much, because it is a record of the essence of who I was from such a young age, and here I am doing it again. And I just think it's so amazing. Together we stick, divided we're stuck. Evan Hendley. And I mean, look at how basic this is. But I was also 19. Okay, this is Alice Walker. For it is language more than anything else that reveals and validates one's existence. And if the language we actually speak is denied us, then it is inevitable that the form we are permitted to assume historically will be one of caricature, reflecting someone else's literary or social fantasy. And this makes me realize the essence of this is the essence of my favorite poem, maybe of all time, A Ritual to Read to Each Other by William Stafford. I included it in my latest Insight Timer class on energy medicine and the chakras because of that. And in fact, there's a poem at the beginning of every day's class. You are special and you mean so much to me. Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. And that, I wasn't reading the Bible, but somewhere came across that, Matthew 6:34. Oh, and this must have been that wrapping paper, excuse me while I choke on myself. But isn't that cute? And we're about to go into Cancer season. How perfect. Friendship is the inexpressible comfort of feeling safe with a person, having neither to weigh thoughts nor measure words. George Eliot. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. Marcel Proust. And this is so perfect for Sagittarius full moon is tomorrow as I record this. Some people come into our lives and go quickly. Some stay for a while, leaving footprints on our hearts, and we are never the same. And I remember drawing all these little footprints by hand. This is not a stamp. And this was those old metallic shakeable pens. Does anyone remember those? I wonder if they're still around. And I have a cat now. That's funny. I don't know that I did then. Oh, I loved this one. Maya Angelou. To be left alone on the tightrope of youthful unknowing is to experience the excruciating beauty of full freedom and the threat of eternal indecision. Few, if any, survive their teens. Most surrender to the vague but murderous pressure of adult conformity. It becomes easier to die and avoid conflicts than to maintain a constant battle with the superior forces of maturity. Sun, moon, and stars. I mean, who knew that I was going to become an astrologer? Who knew any of this? I think this is from, I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings. I'm assuming because I was reading it around that time. But this essence of like losing our authenticity is still part of my work. It's still the whole reason that I do energy healing and astrology and teaching collage and all of it, because I want us to retain our authentic selves. Kissing, a means of getting two people so close together that they can't see anything wrong with each other. I mean, how precious is that? Oh God, the Cowboy Junkies, like, they were the fabric of my college years, okay? Escape is so simple in a world where sunsets can be raced, but distance only loses the knife. The pattern of its scar can always be traced. That was from the Caution Horses album, but I can't remember what song. Okay, this is a long one, but worth hearing. After a while, you learn the subtle difference between holding a hand and chaining a soul, and you learn that love doesn't mean security, and you begin to learn that kisses aren't contracts and presents aren't promises, and you begin to accept your defeats with your head up and your eyes open, with the grace of a woman, not the grief of a child, and you learn to build your roads on today because tomorrow's ground is too uncertain, and futures have a way of falling down in mid-flight. After a while, you learn to build your roads on today. After a while, you learn that even sunshine burns if you get too much. So you plant your garden and decorate your own soul instead of waiting for someone else to bring you flowers. And you learn that you really can endure, that you really are strong, and you have self-worth. And you learn with every goodbye you learn. I mean, this is my 19-year-old self. Can you stand it? I don't remember where this even came from. When friends gather, hearts warm, that was just a stamp. So I started gathering ephemera back then. Oh, this was another one that I loved. Life can be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. And that's Soren Kierkegaard. I always knew I'd laugh remembering the times I cried, but I never knew I'd cry remembering the times I laughed. Well, that goes perfectly for the memorials. It is by loving and not by being loved that one can come nearest to the soul of another. Ah, how good it feels, the hand of an old friend. And this was those Mary Englebright cards, and I just cut that up. Life is the first gift, love is the second, and understanding the third. And that was it. I never did any more than that. It would actually be kind of fun to come back in and do some more from who I am now. And my husband was like, actually, what would be cool is for you to go in and add to this, so that I was having a conversation with my 19-year-old self. But I don't want to edit the essence of this, so I would be more likely to add some things in the back, some quotes. So isn't this interesting? It's like, this was what I understand to be now commonplacing, which I'm about to replace my journal and do that. Oh, and I set these here. This is a new tarot deck that I literally just got. And I was like, look at how similar the essence of these are. And I was drawn to this, and then I remembered that it looked like this. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, the essence of who we are is always here. And by the way, can we just honor these cards? They're so beautiful. Let me flip them. They're just like a testament of color. They're so incredible. And what I love about this is a lot of people riff off of tarot, and they either don't really know tarot very well and they're artists, and so they might get the essence of it, but you can tell that they have not spent time with the archetypes of these cards. And this is not that. This is someone who deeply understands and knows the tarot and is moving through the essence of it still, but adding his or her spin on it. I don't remember the artist's name. I'll show you in a second. But they're just stunning. I just love them. There's such a play of color, and they're so inspiring. So this deck now sits on my little creative table. But I just got this deck, the Rainbow Tarot by SQ, does that say SO? Made with Love, IG Sonia Lazo. I just love it. I just think it's exquisite. It's playful, it's fun. Like, look, you've got the sword, the pentacle, the wand, the cup, you've got some fire, the death, moon, rainbow. I mean, it's so cute. But isn't that funny how similar these are? And that was completely unintentional. So it speaks exactly to what I'm talking about. Like, we always are who we are. And so my 19-year-old self made this, and my 51-year-old self was drawn to this tarot deck. I mean, it's just crazy. So anyways, I love you. I will share more. I am fast discovering that sharing the creative process and journaling and all that I'm learning in my journal systems and everything is just one of my favorite things. And I want to share more and more and more about it, because it activates me and it lights me up, but also I hope that it's inspiring for others. And I know I love to cruise through YouTube and look at what other people are doing and get ideas and learn about their practice, because it is such a spiritual practice. It's not just, oh, hey, I'm writing my griefs out for the day, which it can be part of that too, you know. In my 40-day Learn to Chant course on Insight Timer, I talk about what I call the Go Free Yourself meditation, which is just to sit in meditation and say everything out loud that you need to say. And journaling can be like that too. It's just like a dump, you know. This is a different practice. But to just have a straight journal, like, you know, sometimes it is that. Oh, I think I skipped over this page. We have not inherited the earth from our fathers. We are borrowing it from our children. Man, could we please remember that? So anyways, I just honor my 19-year-old self, that she was already guiding me to where I was going to end up, and I just love it. So thank you for letting me indulge, and I hope you enjoyed. All right, take care.